Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife, and you guys, I'm gonna be totally honest. Today was a really hard day at work. Super heavy, just one of those tough days. And so I got home, and Sherry, what did I do instantly?
Face planted on the floor.
Right in the middle of our living room. Face down. I was just like,
I took a photo.
Crash.
And I texted his coworker and said, what did you do to my husband?
You did.
He died.
Today was a heavy day. And so we said, you know what, for the video, I didn't want to pick up the camera and vlog, but I said, you know what I need? I need mindless questions.
Yeah.
I need absurdity. I need things that are just so random, my mushy brain doesn't even have to focus.
They're cute mushy brain.
Thank you. No flirting in videos. And so what we did is we actually went to ChatGPT and we were like, you know what? Give us mindless, ridiculous questions that you would like to hear us answer.
And it did.
It did not disappoint.
It delivered.
The vast majority of these questions, I don't think we've ever talked about on our channel.
Right.
And so we're going to have fun answering them. We have 10 questions and let's just jump right into it.
So none of these questions have any kind of theme or any category or any way to like put them in a pretty box. They're random and we're just gonna jump in.
Okay, so here we go. Question number 1. What's a weird or embarrassing habit the other person has that you secretly love? Now here's the thing. We've talked about weird habits, we've talked about quirks, we've talked about that kind of stuff before, but this is a weird or embarrassing habit the other person has that you secretly love.
I didn't even have to think about this one.
Okay.
You're singing. He sings constantly. You make up songs, you change the words to known tunes.
I do.
You don't even realize you're singing most of the time. I think that you're just walking around the house singing about the toaster, and I'm like, what? Why? What are we doing?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing I will say. I'm glad that you love it because it drives me crazy. Because I'll be standing in the kitchen, I'll be like, Adam, we don't need another song about the toaster.
I mean, you can never have too many.
Really? Because it feels to me like we can. And I think I've reached that point.
I love it though.
Well,
It's how I know that you're being you.
Well, I'm very glad. Here's the thing that, so you don't know my answer to this.
No, I don't.
My answer is maybe it's fresh because of an experience that happened in the last couple of days.
Oh no.
So we were doing laundry and I went upstairs and Sherry has what's called her floor They're the clothes that are around the basket.
Because they're probably clean enough to wear again.
So when she takes off her pants and socks, she kind of like steps out of them and leaves the sock in the pants. So it looks like the rapture happened and Sherry was like magically disappeared. It is just like 2 little socks sticking out of her pant legs and the pants just like right there on the ground. And so I went to her wardrobe to get laundry the other day and I laughed so hard at just like the perfection of the pants and the socks.
Now I do usually put the socks in the hamper because I don't rewear my socks, but they don't always make it. Sometimes I'm just like, get off all of it.
And it's so cute. Like the little socks, just like perfect. Just right there. I thought it was adorable. So that's my answer. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Sherry, would you rather only be able to whisper everything or only be able to shout everything?
Whisper, because I can't shout to save my life.
Yeah, you have a very quiet voice.
Even when I try to shout, people are like, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Whisper. I'd rather whisper.
So here's the thing.
I also don't like loud noises.
I think I would rather whisper as well, but I am going to play devil's advocate.
Oh no.
Whispering is super creepy.
What?
And this is what I mean. Imagine only having to talk to other people. And like how close you'd have to be to all of the other people.
Wouldn't you love that?
No, I as an extrovert would love that. Are you kidding me? That's the best. I'm thinking of you. How many people would like get into your personal space because they can't hear? It's like, why is she always whispering? It's like, oh, that's all she can do.
And well, that's true, but I also just don't shout, and I would not want to be shouted at.
Fair. Good answer. Next question. Who is more likely to start laughing at the worst possible moment? I think it's a toss-up, but I will say you have an uncanny knack to laugh at the most like, Sherry, you can't laugh right now.
Well, okay, so this is also, I think, partly a trauma response. I think when I hear really bad news, I tend to laugh.
Yeah, and it's very awkward.
And I don't know how to like control it. I don't know how to make myself not. I have to try really, really hard to not smile or laugh when I'm hearing really bad news.
There are times that we're in a very serious situation, and all I can think is, don't look at Sherry, don't look at Sherry, don't look at Sherry, because if we make eye contact, we're both going to lose it and start laughing.
I don't mean to.
No, I know. Yeah, I think that we both of us are horrible at this.
Yeah, but I also think that you're funnier than me, and so there's a lot of times that it's not appropriate to laugh, and you're just being you, and you're just saying something stupid and funny, and I laugh. Even though I shouldn't. Even though you shouldn't be saying that, because it's probably a serious situation, I will laugh at you.
I want all of you out there to know that if you are ever with us, and there's a very serious moment, or maybe a somber moment, or bad news was delivered, and you see Sherry and I laughing, it is not out of disrespect. We just don't know how to handle that.
I don't know. I think it's a trauma response.
Probably is. All right, this next one, I'm intrigued at your answer to this.
I don't know.
Would you rather have a permanently cold pillow or a forever warm blanket?
I'm gonna go with a cold pillow. Now here's the thing.
Shocked.
I don't like cold.
No.
Unless it's a pillow. I don't like warm pillows.
Yeah.
I flip my pillow over constantly because I don't like it to be hot. But I do get too warm under blankets and I need to, like, I have my temperature feet. My feet have to be out.
The reason this surprises me is that you are always cold.
But if it was always a warm blanket...
That's fair. I normally don't sleep with blankets. I love cold when I sleep.
Yeah.
And so for me, it is a permanently cold pillow. That is like a dream come true. Please invent that.
In fact, I feel like that's a really good like way to insult somebody or to like curse them forever is to say you wish their pillow was warm forever.
Oh my gosh. What a horrible curse that would be.
Isn't that so mean? I feel like that's meaner than like most things you could do to a person. I wish you forever to have a warm pillow.
Is there any person out there, let us know in the comments, that likes a warm pillow? It's like, ooh, I wish I had a nice hot pillow. No, I can't imagine you exist.
I don't like it.
Maybe you do. Okay, if you had to live in one store for a week, which would you choose?
Here's where my strategery comes in.
Okay, let's hear your strategery.
If I have to live in a store,
yep,
I'm gonna want food.
Yep.
I'm gonna want bathrooms.
Yep.
I'm gonna want probably beds.
Yes.
I'm gonna want books.
Yep.
I'm gonna want like a nice cozy chair.
I see where this is going.
I'm thinking IKEA.
Yeah. Oh, that was not where I thought it was going at all.
What were you thinking?
I thought you were going to say like Target because they have like a little grocery section.
They don't have like bedding though. They don't have beds.
Valid.
I know.
They have mattress toppers.
Not the same.
Okay, so
I'm gonna want a bed to sleep on. If I have to live in a whole store, I'm gonna want all of my needs to be taken care of within that store.
I will say IKEA is a great answer.
I know.
I have a better answer.
Do you?
Yep. Costco. The greatest store in the history of the world. They sell mattresses. They have giant TVs. They have a food court. They have a liquor store. They have like all of the food. They've got clothing. They've got toys. They've got shampoo. They have bathrooms.
I'm sticking with IKEA.
Over Costco.
Because they have like whole bedroom setups.
Even with the liquor store.
Yeah.
Wow. Genuinely surprised that didn't sway Sherry. Okay. Which do you think would be more infuriating? Okay? Infuriating. Only be able to drink liquids with a fork. It's so stupid. Or only be able to eat solid foods with a straw.
I think solid food with a straw would be more infuriating. Because I feel like even forks have a little bit of that scoop. And so, I mean, it's gonna take you forever to drink something with a fork, but it can be done. You cannot drink solid foods with through a straw.
Can you imagine trying to get your daily intake of water one forkful at a time?
Can you imagine trying to get literally any food through a straw?
Here's my thought. My thought, maybe I'm overthinking this. You carve the tip of the straw down like a little spear. You use it as like a prison shank, and you like stab your food, and then you eat it like that. You can't suck a steak through a straw, so you gotta think, you gotta use your melon, and you gotta carve it down, and you stab it, and then you eat it.
Or just carve out half of it and use it like a spoon.
See? Options.
Well, that's true.
So are you gonna switch?
I might switch.
Did I sway you?
Because it doesn't say through a straw, it says
With a straw. With a straw. See?
See, but the first part does say drink liquids with a fork, which means you have to scoop.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the straw because you can finagle.
I swayed her. Would you rather have to say, let's get ready to rumble before every conversation, and you have to say it just like that, or end every sentence with an evil villain laugh? Which one? Let's get ready to rumble at the start of a sentence, or evil villain laugh at the end?
Can I say neither? Because both of those are going to draw some serious attention, and I don't like attention.
You can't say neither. You have to answer.
Crap.
This is very important.
Is it?
It's very important. The people want to know. I can tell.
I might do the evil villain laugh.
Can I hear your evil villain laugh?
Because it wouldn't be that.
What would your evil villain laugh
I feel
be?
like evil villain laughs can just be like pretty tame.
You almost did it. Did you guys see that? There was I don't know if you guys saw this. I've been married to her for like 19 and a half years, so I saw it. There was a millisecond of a moment where she almost did it and then instantly was like, nope.
I'm on camera. Absolutely not.
That was amazing. Oh my gosh. But so your evil villain laugh would be more of like a snicker.
Yeah, a subdued
Not a
evil.
like mine. That's a decent villain laugh. Thank you. That's a decent villain laugh.
It's great.
I think I would start mine with let's get ready to rumble because I just think that's hilarious. Can you imagine?
Every conversation, I feel like that would get old after the first one.
Both of them.
The second conversation you have, you're like, crap, here we go again.
Here's the thing. Oh gosh, I was going to say, think of like the work that I do. Neither of those are great.
No.
Sitting down for a serious conversation, somebody just pours their heart out to you, and then you're like, Mwah. Or it's like when you start, it's like, let's get ready to rumble.
I know.
Maybe neither. All right. Okay, let's go on to a much more serious question.
Yeah.
If Adam was a superhero, what? You have to laugh. If Adam was a superhero, what would his superpower be? And if Sherry was a villain, what would her evil plan be? Okay, if I was a superhero, what do you think my superpower would be?
I feel like it'd be something funny.
Okay.
I feel like it wouldn't be like teleportation or like invisibility or something.
I agree.
Something cool. I feel like it'd be something stupid.
Like,
But people are like, why is that a superpower?
Okay, like? Any ideas?
Well, ChatGPT gave us some.
Okay.
And I might go with some of those because they were hilarious.
Because you couldn't think of any on your own.
This is not how my brain works. I think one of them that made me laugh a lot was that you would be invisible, everything except your beard. So you see
imagine?
just a beard walking around,
Floating
and you're like,
around.
dude, we could still see you. We still know where you're at.
I personally like, there was another one that we read that was like teleportation, but the beard follows 5 seconds after. So it's like, can you imagine me just like showing up in a space?
No beard.
No beard. 5 seconds later, smash. Like my superpower is that I can teleport. Oh, also I have a slow beard. I think that's the greatest one possible. So for me,
I mean, I would take it because teleportation, man, that's the superpower I would prefer.
Yeah, I agree with you. So yours wasn't a superpower. Yours was, if Sherry was a villain, what would her evil plan be? Sherry...
I'm gonna let your brain go to town.
Yeah, well, Sherry hates cold. And so I actually think that Sherry's evil plan would be to accelerate global warming. That's what I think your plan would be. I think your plan would be like, hey, let's destroy the ozone so that we can bump the temperature up about 10 degrees so that I'm not cold.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I was just going to tell me I'm not wrong. That would be villain Sherry trying to
This winter has been very weird, but I have not been in near as much pain. And I am not mad about not slipping all over everything.
Yeah, you would be the villain that would try to heat up the atmosphere.
True.
I know it's true. That's why I said it. All right, next. Who is more likely to get lost in their own hometown? You guys, how long have you lived in Anchorage?
21 and a half years.
How long did you live in Indiana?
21 and a half years.
In either of those places, do you know how to get anywhere, basically?
No, no, I still have to, even today, I had to use my GPS to get from my office to where I was taking my boss to lunch.
You guys?
And it was 5 minutes away.
It genuinely blows my mind.
In my defense, there's one-way streets and there's all kinds of things happening, and so I had to use the GPS.
21 years! You can't remember some one-way streets in 21 years in downtown Anchorage.
I'm really not good with directions.
I bet after
Thank goodness for GPS, let me just tell you. It has saved my life, because when I was in high school and college, it was MapQuest, and it was printing things out and like flipping through 16 pages of maps to try to figure out where you're going. That was much less safe than my little Irish man telling me, turn left in 400 feet.
There are so many things that I love about you. I want you to know that. There are so many things that you are so good at, but you, my darling, are no Rand McNally.
Nope. Nope.
I would argue that after the second time going to Indiana, for me, my second visit, I bet I knew Fort Wayne better than you did.
100%. Absolutely.
It fascinates me. I'm like, how? We were just here. How do you not know?
I grew up there, and I still don't know. I don't know. It's just not how my brain works.
All right, final question. And this is a good one. If you had to create a theme park based on your life, what would the main attraction be? Sherry?
I have a good one.
We have different answers.
We have different answers.
So there's a Sherry attraction, and there's an Adam attraction in Legland. It is a leg themed, the body part, not us. It's like the leg lamp from Christmas Story.
Oh.
Just those all over.
Right.
In Legland, tell us the main attraction in your part of the park.
I'm pretty proud of this one.
It's such a good answer.
An escape room.
Yep.
Where you just walk in and it's a comfy chair with bookshelves. And that's all. You're not trying to escape the room, you're trying to escape everything outside of the room by staying in the room.
Every introvert watching right now just did that. An escape room where you're not trying to escape the room, you're trying to escape the world around.
Because, what is your main attraction, sir?
My attraction is called Aries Season, and it's a roller coaster that is just a whole bunch of loops in a row and chaos and crazy. It's called Aries Season, and sometimes they don't buckle you in. And sometimes, as you're halfway through, you hear a random song about a toaster, and you wonder where that came from.
And sometimes the track just goes away, and now you're just
flying through the air, and I hope that you know Jesus, because you're about to die. Mine would be called Aries Land, and it would just be a ride. Aries Land, the ride O Chaos.
I'm gonna take my escape room.
I had something on my tongue.
I see that.
Your escape room does feel much more like you.
Your Aries Season feels very like you.
Sherry's like, oh, I've been on that ride for 20 years.
I sure have.
That's rude. You guys, 10 questions. Completely all over the place.
Yeah.
I will say, after the craziness of today, the heaviness of today, this was very fun.
Are you feeling better?
I am feeling better.
Good.
Because like I love mindless questions like this. Things that are just so absurd. Things that have no place in reality. It's
things that make us laugh.
Things that make us laugh.
Yeah.
So this was very good for me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to know which of these very odd questions was your favorite. Let us know in the comments below. Which of these questions was your favorite?
Which is your favorite, and how would you answer it?
And how would you answer it? That's a very good one.
Yeah.
Do you want to end with your villain, with your laugh, your maniacal laugh? Was that it? Was that it? Did you guys hear it? Was that it?
I mean, it could be, because I feel like that's kind of, it's a little, I don't know, that wasn't intentional, that's just what came out. Oh, God.
You guys, we love you. We will see you on the next LeggLife video.